and welcome to Project Paranormal. This is episode 2. We have myself, we have Charlene, Ian, David, and we have Neil Cook. And basically we are at Brougham Hall. Yeah. So David, just briefly, what is this place?
And this place is actually it's an old castle. Now it's got a lot of historical references. One of the references, it dates back to the Wars of Independence with Scotland. The last actual battle between English and the Scottish armies was here before the peace treaty was signed. It's also another bit of importance as well. It's actually the headquarters. Now, I'm not too sure if it's World War I or World War II or both of them, but underground it was based there through the World Wars.
It's alright, we're just watching the static meter. It keeps dancing.
Wow.
But there's allegedly spirits here of different eras, residual and intelligent spirits that Neil's picked up on quite a bit.
Do you have a debunk for that?
My own static, yeah. But basically this device is picking up electrostatic. I should be creating it like that, but was I doing that?
I was going to say we've got a static pump going as well.
But that's some distance away.
Yeah, but
It's not that.
There is a energy of a gentleman here. I think he belongs to this building, and I don't mean where we stood, but the hall of the castle. And he would have been a family resident within this when it was either at its high, like a stately home or whatever it was, when a family owned this place and he lived here. And I'm also being told that he's one of two, so he's either a twin or a brother, and his energy is right where we are now, because obviously he's wondering where we're going. It's the same energy I felt earlier on, and I passed it off when we did our walk around, but this energy is here. I'm trying to get a name for him. It's gone.
When I first come in, I went and looked down there because I thought I'd seen a gentleman down there. I got my glasses on to see, and then it had gone. So yeah.
So he's either a twin, when they say they're one of two, or the brothers. So I'm assuming the feeling I'm giving he's a sibling, he's a brother. So there would have been two of them here.
Interesting. So yeah, this is the first stop of the actual investigation. We have had a walk around.
Yes.
Haven't we? And sensed, you've sensed previous things which we will get to later on, and we will be doing an experiment which we did try it before. The footage got corrupted, but we know what to expect. Neil and the people who was actually brought, you have no idea what the experiment is going to do or what you might see.
Yep.
So it will be interesting to see what happens, and we'll talk about that later on. Welcome to Project Paranormal. My name is Lee.
Dave?
Neil Cook.
Ian
Charlie?
and Sean and
You were going to say
I almost said Charlie. Izzy.
Take two.
Charlie part 2.
Oh, we can't.
Little Charlie. Little Charles. That's what it is.
So this is your actual first time meeting Elizabeth. You was the first medium to actually say something about Elizabeth. Is that right, David?
Yeah, that's correct, yeah.
Yeah, good David sent me the pictures using psychometry. I studied the pictures and along with the information I was given to me from Spirit and my spirit guide, the strongest name which came through when I asked for a name for this doll was Elizabeth. I do believe it's a mourning doll. This doll would have been laid with a child who would have passed at a very early age from touching on this earth plane.
Basically, if you don't know what Elizabeth is as such, she is an alleged haunted doll. We've been studying her, and basically the actual reports are light bulbs blowing, which on our first live stream show, before the live actually started, the lights went, and there's been loads of developments which are just coming to light recently, which have been very interesting. But after the first burn, mark, scratch, whatever you want to call it, incident, there has been over 100,000 people who have watched Elizabeth. Thank you all for taking an interest. And Now it's 10 people. 10 people who have come forward. We're not saying Elizabeth is doing this. All we are doing is stating facts. And the fact is, while Elizabeth has been present, people are coming forward and saying they have this mark. So, you know, we don't really know if Elizabeth is doing this.
So here is Milwaukee. We've been testing this app out, and this is called the Afterlight. It's similar based towards Echovox, so everybody that's watched our lives will know what it's about. Now, as you know the way we work, we look for intelligent answers, so we'll always ask questions that takes an intelligent answer. You can ask the spirits to come forward. We mean you no harm. We come with respect. We're here to listen to your story. Can I ask the spirits, can you tell me what am I doing? Spirits, can you name someone that's here?
Not Ryan.
Think Lee.
That did sound like Think Lee.
More than one spirit. Don't scare me.
Apologise.
Apologise for what? What have I done wrong to you, spirit?
What is the name?
Lizzie saying apologise.
What is the name of the young man here with the head injury? He's got some kind of deformity on his head. What is your name?
No, I just don't help it.
Are we a phenomena to you? Do you find us strange?
They're hunting us. Never know.
I'm actually being serious when I asked that.
Could I ask the spirits, could you tell me what is the name of the spirit that's attached to the doll?
Dude, that's evil.
Yeah.
I thought so.
To a couple.
Did you hurt me?
Nightmare. You would have nightmares?
No, I don't dream.
You'll see. You'll see.
Bring it.
It's not getting intelligent.
What is this? Is this an ugly thing? Is this ugly?
What's going
Malady.
You froze?
That's what I'm saying.
The
The signal's been weak.
flame.
Blame.
Blame.
So yeah,
I can smell cigar. Strong cigar, like it's being blown in your face.
It's probably symbolic to this person's stance of who this gentleman was. He would have been part of a family who lived here.
I think we need to get the RT DAS.
We also have a guy in cloth here,
a guy in.
belonging to the church, and his energy is coming from here. I've just flashed the camera up there to see how far the place goes, and I felt his energy.
Goes pretty far as
Neil,
well.
could you ask him if it was him that was making the noise in the corner? Or if you could tell us what it was?
He's shown a hood, so I'm going to say a monk-like figure. And I know a priest or a father would not wear that kind of symbolic outfit. Okay.
Shall we see if we can get him on there then?
Yeah.
Mhm.
This is a question. It's to the person that's here, that's in the robe. Can you tell me what is this I'm holding in my hand?
Right, I said it there.
May said it in the first.
Can you tell me what I'm doing? Oh, that was clear.
Spirits, can you tell me the first name of this guy?
Cook. Was that
Weird.
That was him.
Cook.
I thought it was Paul.
I thought you said cook.
Cook. That was Cook.
Maybe.
Review that back then, innit? To
Yeah.
see if we just heard it wrong. Did you say cook?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very faint. The gentleman in the cloak who I've described as a monk, is this your energy behind me now?
Elizabeth. Or did I just imagine that?
I think it might have said it. Is it Elizabeth? Stood behind Neil right now.
Is there anything what does mean as harm here?
That's almost sounded like a wizard.
Is there anything what does mean as harm here?
That's almost sounded like a wizard.
Is there
Which is a pretty weird one to come through on a radio.
I'm also being shown of a second man who would have had these connections too, whether they're practiced together. But I'm being shown an altar somewhere.
I think I know.
And I can see
where
some
I'm
kind of
thinking right now.
worshipping going on
Neil,
there.
if I could just cut in there a second,
Yeah.
part of the history, just to let you know, there's actually an altar up there.
Is it in that big room where we went?
No, I think it's
No,
that
it's the
outside
arch.
part just up here.
It's the archway.
Right, it's a flat table, and I feel if I stood around that, then we'd probably get a stronger connection.
That's up there, so
Yeah.
shall we move
Can I
up
just
there?
say we've got wizard,
We did get
Wizard, right?
and this is something
Something
that
would have been practiced. Some kind of worshipping going on, whether it was satanic witchcraft. I'm seeing blood spilt on this table. Doesn't mean it's of human source. It could be of an animal. But I can see. Show me again. This second person's coming in now, and this is right. Whether the monk-like figure is linked to this second person, give me that name again. But this William is the second person, and he too is some kind of spiritualist or someone who would have done what we are doing now. If he didn't have the ability to speak to spirit, then he would have done this kind of stuff what we're doing now. Does that make sense, everybody? Yeah. This is the second energy which was on the steps there where we're there, and my leg is doing what it's doing now. This William gentleman would have had something wrong with his left leg. So it's the same time together or in two different eras, and one was following suit of the other one. That's what I'm feeling here right now.
Right. So spirits, that's what Neil is feeling. Can you come forward through the device and tell us?
Is that correct?
yes,
Thank you.
Weird.
So there was ritual sacrifice here.
Of some kind.
Of some kind. I'm not saying it's human blood, but I can see blood on it, you know.
Is this a sacrifice table where blood was spilt, spirits? Hello? Can you tell us if this was good magic? Actually no, can you tell us if this was good practice or bad practice?
This isn't going too far back, and I'm talking 1800s, 18th century into the 19th century.
Good.
Good.
Well, you see, it depends which way you look at it.
Yeah.
I've looked into that sort of practice quite a bit with you know, obviously the place, and they actually do see it as good.
Spirits, could you tell me what colour is my t-shirt?
Kind of fuzzed, but yeah.
What is a possible green?
We've got an Emily now. There's an Emily coming in very strong. I don't want to associate the way we stood now, but I feel that you would have been around this location. That's come through very strong when I've asked for the
Power
connections.
off.
No, put
That
battery
was
on it.
2 bar.
Is there any spirits that have followed us here? And if you have, could you let yourself known to Neil and tell him who you are? Just a test the theory, because I always sort of think something's up to 4 spirits.
Come on, Spirit, come forward, drop the temperature where we stood now. Let us feel this temperature. See if you can affect this thing here, this silver aerial. Come closer to it. The closer you get, the more we know you're there. William and the monk, we know this is something you would have practiced. If it's not the spiritual side of things, then it would have been the paranormal side of things. Who best to show us something from the afterlife as yourself? It's something you both had a passion in. So if you just come forward and drop the temperature. Thank you.
Wow!
That went to full.
That went to, yeah, that
No,
went to full.
that was a huge spike then.
Come even closer, come on. There's
Thank
a
you.
device with blue lights on
Is
the
it? Oh,
table.
okay.
You
It's
come
not
closer to that as
creating
well.
static.
This is something you
Some
had a
people
passion
just
in.
left.
You followed this kind of work. If you weren't spiritually connected, then you were paranormally connected with the unexplainable.
Now I know, Spirit, this isn't your type of thing that you would have done. You would have done the ritual kind of thing, but we are kind of on the same wavelength there. So if you could use this equipment.
Don't sit in the middle.
Don't sit in the middle.
No, I don't think there's out support in the middle.
Your plane was going to stand up here.
Oh.
Thank
Oh,
you.
full. Yeah,
Thank
full.
you.
No, it went right up as well, that did then.
Am I angering you?
It might be because I asked.
Yeah.
Why are you always angering them?
Asked what?
I asked them to use
Yeah.
the equipment,
Okay.
even though it's a different way, but we're all kind of on the same wavelength.
So this is the vestibulum experiment. Basically, Neil and the people who he's actually brought doesn't know exactly what he might experience after this experiment. If anything, we don't know yet. This is the second time we've tried it. So what we're going to do, we're going to just stare at this strobe with the Tesla coil pumping into the environment and just see what really happens. It's very important for this experiment, so when we do end it, just stay still. Do not move from your spot. So when we're done, I'm going to shout David and Karen to turn off first the Tesla coil, and then the strobe. And we'll see
The light anomalies appearing over here.
Oh yeah.
Out of my peripheral vision, I even took my eyes off the ball, but there's 2 light anomalies appeared there now.
Interesting shot. Is everyone okay? Turn off the Tesla now. Just to the sound. So everyone say yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, what?
I'm not going to say anything.
Okay.
I feel like I'm on a boat.
Is that alright?
Yeah. How are you feeling, Neil?
I had to ask for my spirit guide to back off because he was offering too much protection for me. I don't know why, but my eyes are watering either through trying to keep them open for as long as possible. Right in front of Charlene, a prism of rainbow-like colours kept appearing. It initially appeared as a ball of light, and then the actual prism of light came between Ian and Charlene. At one point, the whole of my peripheral vision had this mass of rainbow-like colours, and I could see peacock feathers as well, which is a sign of peace.
Charlene, have you seen the same as last time?
Yeah, but not as dense.
Can you see it, Ian? The same as last time?
But not as dense.
Not as dense because we're outside, but I did see it.
Does it look smoky to you at all?
In here there's a grey matter, which
Did
I
when
should have
it
said.
switched it off, it was like I thought it was smoky in here to start off with, and
So everyone has seen smoke?
Whilst you mentioned the smoke, I was shown someone burning, and I was given the smell of burning flesh.
Right.
And that belongs here in
I just
this
thought it was my eyes, I
this
think.
area.
I was going to say we had it at Shreve's house. We saw it literally was like all
dense.
around us.
It was
Yeah.
more thick. I think I can vaguely see now, but not as
You
much.
can put your hands
Yeah,
through it.
as like I
Because
said
it's
before,
encased
we
in
were
your-
we were inside. We were in an enclosed room, so
Different environment.
Yeah, just too much light here.
Gentlemen.
Hello and welcome to Project Paranormal. It is very late in the morning, and we are still at Brougham Castle. I had to think then. So we are with Neil Cook from,
GSI, West Yorkshire and North East, the Paranormal family.
and we're also joined with Charlene.
Hi peeps. Now we're going to sort of end it off, so we're going to do a little ITC session. You know, it's going to do the Echovox, get answers. It's more like I want intelligent stuff to come through and for you to decide what you make of it.
How many people are in this area right now?
You,
Neil's here.
I'm the only one alive.
yeah.
Spirits, what is this? What did it say?
Les.
Spirits, could you tell me what country do I come from?